exactly 56 hours to reach here. Although I'm playing on extremely hard difficulty, but I'm thinking about next CRPG, Baldur's Gate 3, at this moment. They can't beat this no matter what. I'm telling you right now, Baldur's Gate 3, no matter if it gets great or not, they cannot beat this. There is no fucking way they can beat this. The only creator right now that can beat this is Fargo if Microsoft gives him enough resources. I mean, in Exile Entertainment. That's the only... Definitely the only one that can do better than this. It's Fargo. No fucking way Larian can do better than this. No way. I see no way, to be honest. I really see no way. Should I also mention a replay value for this game? Come on. I'm thinking about it. I'm telling you straight what I think. No one beats this. All they need to do is balance everything out, get those 3 DLCs, full voice acting. Dear God, what a freaking game it's gonna be. If it's like this now, imagine what it's gonna be.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
They overachieved. Completely overachieved. What a wonderful gesture, Your Majesty. I imagine our dear Count would have been inconsolable if we hadn't given him the chance to serve the common cause.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the Commander may remove you from your post. But I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Your largesse. Your largesse.
Then let's get going. May Iyomade help us.
Your largesse. They are interesting companions. You just need to get used to them, you know. You just need to get used to them. Nothing else. And now, lack of voice acting. Just when I say how great the game is. They believe we're angel reincarnated that leads the army. Others say it was an explosion at the alchemist lab. And I'm the one spreading rumors about your powers. You really changed the Grey Garrison. But you became kinda more dangerous. Exactly. Ever got to think about these things? You're dangerous, Commander, and by Destiny I hope you'll be dangerous to our enemies and not to us or to yourself. Thank God it was short. Where are my new companions? I'm curious now. We have a cleric and that little shit, whatever she is, like Lindsay. Hey, Irabet, quest with Irabet. What's inside? Should the cleric be inside? Ah, didn't I loot that? Ah, this is Irabet's bed. Okay. Let's do Irabet. For you, this wasn't a war, it was an agony. Drawn out over decades. I would believe in victory. When the demons attacked the city, for some it was a relief. At least the end had come. They laid down their weapons and surrendered without a fight. Felt the same, but I somehow got through a stubbornness. The vague hope that nobody found Anivia's body, she might be some miracle survived, okay. The return might be loved, fine. Allah. My mother. Jim Dolph, 123, thanks for the sub. I'm the one who's gonna put the end to the terrible war, in spite of everything. I found a scabbard with your family name on it in the Grey Garrison. Give me XP. Have I heard a level or they're just sound for the XP? My family sword. Sword disappeared from the pawn shop. No idea who took it. Is Anivia sick? She doesn't want to go in detail a private matter. Stay silent. It's hard to believe your origin is so humble you deserve a noble title more than many who inherit them. The recent story of the stolen lands in the River Kingdoms. Pathfinder Kingmaker. To the Royal Crown. In a few years. Again, they mentioned Kingmaker. We need reinforcements. Can you get us more soldiers? We begin the march to Dresden. We choose speed over numbers. If I order more volunteers to be recruited, they simply won't arrive in time. Would pay mages to deliver the troops to the camp, except I doubt our army coffers could afford it. If you can spare 7,500 gold coins, I will see to our reinforcements. Pay 7,500 gold coins. Have your orders. We lost a lot of money, but I don't care. It turned out that the queen has had her head of counterintelligence watching me. I wonder why. She doesn't trust you. My main task is to be your advisor. You bet she can't be a companion, by the way. And not an advisor. It's a fucking orc. They should have made her a companion. Oh, what do we got all companions to speak with, starting with the first one in line is Ember. How are you handling your new abilities? She doesn't know what I'm talking about. The tricks you learn with the big grey house blew up. They're funny. Thanks for teaching them to me. The Queen gave me the title of Knight Commander and put me in charge of an army. What do you think about it? I believe titles. All of us in the world are children of the street. Barefoot, hungry, scared. Thank God there is not much. Next. What we got here is Nura Dain Varditent. Nura, yo, who the fuck are you? Probably heard about the wound I have. One that's sometimes open on my chest. Can you perhaps tell me if it's some kind of demonic curse? Can you will the wound to open? Tell me about the wound. A blades can leave never healing cuts. No poisons that stop wounds from healing. I heard of witches' curses that are rewarded with eternal wounds, but ones that seem to reopen and heal over and over. You know other cases like this? In 4671, Mendavian army corporal had all his bones and cartilage turned to glass for subscribe blah 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 blah. She doesn't. Do you think it's dangerous? You're under the protection of Yomede. She grants you mythic power. You perhaps notice that the wound opens at moments when you waver in your fate. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? He's scared. Why do you come to serve the Queen Galfrey? She was a slave in Izgir. He made her learn the history of Whirlwind. One volume after another. In his final battle, he covered her retreat. The demons killed him. So you're not just a historian, but a writer too. Will you write a book about my crusade? Yeah, that will be a new Lindsay. You worship any deity? Asmodeus. She sounds sincere. She's holding something back. Tell me the history of the whirlwind. Jesus Christ. How did the whirlwind come to be? Other than 4606, a little over a century ago. It has some connection with Arodan's death. The priests and shamans who ruled Sarkoris hated arcane magic, and all who practiced it, wizards and sorcerers, were driven from the land, or worse. One of their prisons held a witch named Arilu Warlash. You know nothing about her besides her name and of course the atrocity she committed. By some unknown method she managed to harness the terrible power of the demon lord Descari. Together they tore open the barrier between worlds, opened a rift to the abyss in the very middle of Sarkores. The whirlwind slowly but mercilessly expanded, devouring more and more land. In a matter of years, Sarkores was a memory. Tell me about Sarkores. Unforgiving country, numerous tribes of Kelid barbarians. Imagine Mimiria but without the metal mountains, or the realm of Mammoth Lords without a milder climate. Even before the whirlwind, the boundary was thin between demons and this plane. Tell me about the First Crusade. 4622. Fight for Sarkores that fell. They invaded Mendel. They set Dresden free. And they were victorious for those 8 years. Second Crusade. 4638, 8 years later. Whirlwind started expanding, a new wave of demons appeared. This is important for the main story, damn it. Instead of a scattered gangs, they faced a large and organized army. They besieged Dresden. The Crusaders lost all the lands they won back before. They retreated. Sarkores fell. Tell me about the Third Crusade. 50 years after the opening, the whirlwind Descari found an ally. Baphomet entered the war. A cunning, insidious demon lord. Prefers deception to open conquest. Third Crusade would be remembered as a witch hunt. Inquisitors hoped to purge any cultists from the ranks of fighters. They got innocent victims instead. And about the Fourth Crusade. They kept attacking Kenabres. They drove them from the city again and again. Fourth Crusade lasted for 15 years. The only achievement was that a single warstone didn't fall. It was back and forth, and now we are in a 5th crusade. Interesting. What are those new companions? Cleric, where is he? I wanna see what type of cleric he is.
You follow.
Healer. You earned the title of commander. Killing a high-ranking crusader will bring a demon far more prestige than killing a common soldier. Which influential crusaders did you save from the Spinner of Nightmares? Haven't we passed through all of this conversation? I remember this shit. It acts like I never had the conversation. Tell me again, how did it happen? Why do you keep them black, Dad? God damn you. Camellia is here now. The items refreshed on the entire map when I entered. What on earth? There's a blacksmith. No. We sell quickly. Yay, Garbs. How the fuck did this one disappear? So he took it to the girl, hiding her face. Who was she and what did she want? She was looking for an elf volunteer. What was my last save? What happened here? I think the save was good after the blacksmith. Who the fuck was this? Mysterious self. Damn it, you again. Didn't introduce. She was looking for some elf volunteer, wanted to know which tent he was sleeping in. She was a messenger from Mendel. I thought she definitely wasn't one of us. Now I see it looks mighty shifty. The fuck? Woljeff, what do you think of my new powers, Woljeff? We could send you to Pitax Underground Arena to fight. Give you a scary name like Swift Sting or something like that. Give you a great cover story, enemies burn down your house, you're avenging your dead family. Split prize money 60-40, 60 for me. You have any other suggestion? Have you heard of Razmiran? The realm known as Razmiran was once just a turbulent, violent river kingdom. Conquered by Razmir, a tyrant claiming to have ascended to godhood. Some land in the river kingdoms ruled by King Razmir. He wants to make us a deity instead of Razmir because we got real god powers and Razmir doesn't. You should be punished for your heretical thoughts. It's a great idea. We'll get to work on it just as soon as we get out of this mess. Survivor in Kenabres becomes a god. Make your cult that'll put Yomedea to shame. How is my alignment, goddammit? I'm switching towards neutral good now because of chaotic actions. It's very hard to switch alignments. Extremely hard. He joined the crusade, Horgus Gverm. War is costly, but I have money. I believe I owe you an apology. Item received, Amulet of Blackened Mirror. Gave us the amulet from his humble personal treasury. Aren't you afraid I'll reveal your secret to everyone? Why have we decided to support the Crusades now? None of your business. What it's like to live your entire life under someone else's name. But you hide the fact that Camellia is your daughter. Mother Iris, a lowly half-elf. To all of Mendev, Camellia is the daughter of a lowly servant who died over a decade ago. How did Camelia's mother die? You don't want to tell. Tell me about the Count. Brilliant young man, blah blah blah. And how Arandea family got wiped out. We already know about it. Okay, Camellia. Close to the father, I see. What do you think of the powers you received from me? She doesn't think anything at all. Evil bitch. Evil chaotic bitch. Is Lan here? What do you think? What happened in the Grey Garrison? You feel a change in yourself? He feels the change. He shoots one additional time. That's the change. Sooner or later we'll have to pay for it. I'd like to know what the price will be. Lan is smart. Smartest out of everyone. Seems like. Elan of the Hound Hearts. Is that our new companion? No. Absorbed in reading, he smiles. It seems like he's about to kiss the paper. Freaking maniac. Scylla.
Hello. So,
Voice
what
acting
do you
here.
reckon about everything that's come crashing down on us? All the responsibility, command, this new power?
We'll see what happens next. I haven't figured it out yet. We say the truth.
Watching and waiting is a good strategy. Probably. I'm still frightened by what happened in the Grey Garrison. Were we really chosen? By Iomade herself? You know, back when I was a snot-nosed kid who just started down the path to becoming a paladin, I imagined once or twice that I was going to do something heroic. The lights would shine down on me, the trumpets would sing, I'd hear the voice of the goddess, or at least her herald, you know? I'd be informed that I had been chosen for a great cause. But that's the point where my imagination always failed me. Somehow, it really happened. Without all the trumpets or the herald or even anyone explaining what I had to do. Though it's clear as day, my place is here, in this demon-ridden wound. Quite a lovely war going on, in fact. Endless, I hear. I'm gonna need some time to wrap my head around this. Spare me an hour and I'll crawl into some dark corner and whine about my hard lot. What can I tell you? I cry easily.
Diran is here. There you are. So, how do you like your new role, advisor? Imagine me, a crusader. Did you also receive the fraction of that unusual power? Field medic. Social. I need to speak with him too. I think that's a cleric, social. Iadeo, Visali. Ornontum Hayes. Rank. Ah, about Kailissa. I remember this. I set her free. See if I was right. Scrolls. So I buy scrolls inside a tent. I should have maybe placed them outside. Easier to get. The fuck is happening here?
Hello again. I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to talk
A young
to me.
cleric. That will be our cleric.
It's a pity I wasn't there at the Grey Garrison to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes. The flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away. Some people were frightened of it, thinking that the demons had blown up the remains of the keep. I, for one, knew immediately that it was a good sign. The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
Who are you? How could you possibly be use of my army?
My name is Sozio Vanek. I am a cleric of Shaylin, the Eternal Rose and the Goddess of Beauty. Yes, I know that many people would consider me useless in a war. This is not a usual war, though. Just consider our enemy. The Abyss and his demons are the very embodiment of everything evil and ugly in the world. Perhaps a disciple of kindness and beauty might come in handy. I have no doubt that we will win this war, Commander. We just have to. It is our destiny. My role is to help you, and all those standing by your side in this struggle, to survive and flourish. Everyone deserves the chance to find peace and happiness in the world that they are defending so selflessly.
That one is straight lawful good. What are you painting? He's painting the symbol of Shaylin.
My brothers and sisters in faith, they sent me for help, and then they saved my life, Commander. If the Prioress hadn't ordered me to escape the city and seek help, I would have died right along with them. Instead, I met Queen Galfrey on her way to Nerosian, and hurriedly returned to Canabras, only to find my friends dead on the steps of our desecrated temple. I want to draw them the way they live on in my memory. Wise, beautiful, and loyal to their goddess and their city to the very end.
They fulfilled their duty honorably.
They did more than their duty. They gave everything they had to save others. Now it's my duty to make sure my friends and tutors did not die in vain. I will honor their sacrifice by making this world a bit more beautiful and kind.
What made an artist enlist in the army?
Perhaps I am a true artist, or simply an amateur who defaces canvases in my spare time. My goddess is a patron of art, so painting is part of my prayer, and I put all my heart into my pieces. But I am a cleric above all else, so I must also tend to others. I went to war because here's where I'm most needed. Sure, I could be painting idyllic landscapes and offering empty prayers to my goddess, but that won't stop people from dying. My goddess has no tolerance for false piety.
You want to discuss something with me, right?
Yes, I have a personal request. Before we undertake our journey and leave Canabras behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral. It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort. I know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time. But if you could, I would be sincerely grateful. You must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task. This war has been raging for 100 years, but you've given us a chance at victory.
We got you, or we need to do your quest? We got you. What are you, goddamn you? Neutral good. Social, classic cleric, no subclass. Persuasion and law religion. Exactly the same as I. But I picked a shield better. War priest. Kind man's war. They gave him a spear. Glaive. Whoa. Human Shaylin cleric proficiencies proficient with glaive. Fuck. Positive energy, spontaneous healing, luck domain. It's a luck cleric. Buffer. Persuasion, law religions. Medium armor focus. For fucking real. That's where you wasted point in medium armor. Charge. Cook the Grace, treat affliction is nice. Positive energy, negative energy, touch of good, bit of luck. You can roll twice when you roll the 20. Light armor, medium armor, simple weapons, extra channel, selective. Oh my god, they gave him extra channeling and selective channeling. Oh shit. Tower shield proficiency and a glaive. Are you shitting me? Weapon proficiency glaive, that's two-hander, and then they give him a tower shield. The only good thing I see here is toughness. And stats. Let's say stats are solid. Low dexterity though. They gave him a glaive. And I can't go with precise strikes in its 13 dex. Luck domain, good domain. A holy lance. Divine portion. Fucking lucky cleric. Out of all clerics in this game, they gave you a lucky cleric. With a glaive and a tower shield proficiency. Three prayers. Protection from energy. Blindness, Westman, Bestow Curse, Animate Death, Archon Zora, Contagion. Restoration. Communal protection from evil is fucking great. Absolutely great. Empty slots here. True Strike or Protect True Strike. Two Blesses, two Heartbeat. Who the fuck made this one? Divine Zap. Disgusting. Don't know how they imagine people playing Cleric with those spells. Communal Evil. Monster 2. Full Strength. There's Endurance. Communal Resist Energy. Monster 3. Searing Light. This shit is also great. And Animate Dead. And Archon Zora. There are a lot of great spells for clerics. Especially from level 3 and onwards. Dear God, woman. Holy shit. Holy shit. Those mythic things, they're just crazy. So many spells that early on. It's not that I'm complaining, I'm just saying it ain't normal. We'll see how hard it gets, since they give you so much. Finally get Barkskin. Communal alignment. There's endurance. Bit of crowd control, entangle, and sleep. Shaken. One more burning hands. Alright, that's done. Chapel. Is there anyone in the chapel? What I've done with Camellia, Buckler and Rapier. Sticker with base. Nothing special. There are cooking recipe. I done everything there is. I spoke to everyone. We got quests, we got it all. Just to loot, sell quickly, check the gear, and we can finally go.
I lead.
And you are Hogblade. Congratulate you on your new title. I'm Yotter Hogblade, Inquisitor of the Church of Yomede. The bringer of light requires your assistance in certain delicate matter involving one of your companions. Young cow, Diran Arandi, what do you want? He refers to the tragedy of Count's story as Heaven's Edge estate. Tell me what happened there. About 10 years ago, several powerful demons managed to penetrate the Warstone barrier and commit mass murder of all the guests who attended the feast in celebrations of young Diran's birthday. The unknown magical disease they had brought wiped out the whole estate in less than a day. That was not a unique case in itself. The demons had attempted such raids on Mendavian lands before. They never dared target such a well-protected place. Their family was exceptionally rich. The estate was protected by elite bodyguards. There were several strong and righteous paladins among the guests. Moreover, the revered Nestrin, Diran's tutor, was one of the most powerful priests of Yomedea in the vicinity. All of them died, nonetheless, except for the young count, who had suddenly manifested his outstanding sacred healing powers. Is that a divine miracle or a curse? That remains to be seen. So you want to investigate this old case again? I have several reasons to doubt that widely shared account of what exactly happened at the estate and how it happened. I was among those sent to examine the estate after the incident. Saw everything with my own eyes, still remember it clearly, even though it feels like it happened a lifetime ago. Heaven's Edge was a unique place that still carried the spirits of old Mendel. Mendel before the whirlwind. It turned into a labyrinth house of horrors, like something only seen in our nightmares. Suspicion, everything about the incident seemed odd. Why was the only person left alive a young boy with a newfound talent for divine magic? Why did nobody send to Kenabres for help even though the agony spent many hours? We found the demons dead, with their heads cut off. When we got into the estate, how were they defeated? How did the disease kill even the paladins present at the estate? Who were said to be immune to any disease. If the demons had found a way to penetrate the Holy Warrior defenses, why this has never been repeated since the tragedy at Heaven's Edge? You're the only person who can help me. The only living witness of those events is currently serving in your army. We will pass near the very site of tragedy. Heaven's Edge has been abandoned and sealed with potent magic throughout all these years. Only the Count has the power to break the seal. He's unlikely to invite an Inquisitor inside, and in any case he won't like me sniffing around his family seat. If you as his commander express your wish to visit the estate, he will be obliged to fulfill it. And I will simply follow you as one of your attendants. There are hundreds of ways, 1,000 paths, and myriad loopholes in human lives that the forces of evil cannot use to their advantage. You already been to the estate several times. What do you expect to find now? Young and unexperienced Inquisitor. 10 years ago, my skills improved significantly. My arsenal includes many spells, techniques dedicated to gathering information about people and events. They require me to be physically present in the place where the event in question happened. Must return to Heaven's Edge. Why can't you just search the estate yourself without involving me? Abandoned and sealed, with powerful containment enchantments. Only the Count can left. The main reason is that Count Arandea is not officially under investigation by the Inquisition, so I couldn't just break into his house. Did you question Diran himself? I did. The Count insisted he couldn't remember anything about the incident due to the severe shock. He saw the demons at the very beginning when they appeared at a celebration to announce the onset of the plague and mock their victims. He also witnessed the death of his mother, Countess Silena. That was all he would tell me. He found the young Count sleeping like a log on the floor in one of the rear chambers. Having drunk about half the family wine cellar all by himself. There is a reason to disbelieve him on that matter. So you suspect he's hiding something? He is to blame for the tragedy. There's a saying among my colleagues that suspicion is the mother of prejudice, and prejudice is married to failure. Count Arandea wasn't suffering from demonic possession. What do you need me to do? Speak to the Count, tell him you wish to see Heaven's Edge. Do not inform me of my presence right away. I will join your escort when we reach the estate. You will have to follow me, observing my actions as an independent witness. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. Who I'm dealing with? Faithful sword of Yomedea. This is weird. Very weird quest. Count won't be happy, but I kinda wanna see that house. House of Horrors. Azra, hey, thanks for the sub.
Onwards!
Dante, good night, Dante. God damn it, it's 11 already. And I've been playing for nearly 8 hours in a row. I didn't sleep well. I started off dead, to be honest. So as I said, it's gonna be a shorter stream, 8 hours or so. I can't play every day for more than 12 hours. Nenia. She needs us for an experiment. Open your mouth and say ah. Ah. Your throat's fine, tongue looks perfectly normal, your breath, the smell is in line, no detectable alterations. If someone gets on my nerves, I can bite hard enough too. Ears are next. Let's check your hearing. Testing. It should return to normal soon. Eyes are clear, posture is satisfactory, limb length is standard, no lice. You're the picture of health. Let's assess your mental state. Imagine a hypothetical situation. You're a tree. 2 squirrels have found their way into your hollow and are now copulating there. What do you do? I'll stick my branch into a hollow and drag them both out by neck. I'll do precisely nothing because I'm a tree. Unconscious act of withdrawal along with a lack of trust in your own abilities, or perhaps just a healthy dose of pragmatism. On the next question. Another hypothetical situation. You're a tomato. Tomato is, by the way, my favorite fruit. I eat at least 2 tomatoes per day. Every day. Since I was a kid. Nothing better than tomatoes. Tomatoes and potatoes. I wished everything was voice acted, not only this. The entire game needs to be voice acted. It's different when I read it aloud and when it's actually voice acted. First of all, I would be well rested while playing instead of reading this. And second, it adds to immersion way much more. So, you're a tomato. You have just been picked from the vegetable patch and put into a crate. You know that today the cook will use half of tomatoes from your crate to make a soup. What do you do? What is this nonsense? If I'm gonna be eaten, then there's not much I can do. That's the fate of a tomato. I try to dig deeper into the crate. There's nothing I can do. I'm a tomato, remember? Unconscious active ability always or guys, something small. It appears you don't really believe in your ability to change things, but in fact you're a strong pragmatist who knows perfectly well what you can and can't do. Your reasoning is that of a mortal, one who is capable of achieving a great deal, though he would deny even that. On that note, I deem this experiment complete. Thank you for your participation. And yet you remade a puzzle to me. I love puzzles. One of these days I will show you completely unless I forget. Shit. Only raw. Raw, and people call them organic, okay? Not that plastic garbage. A lot of people think how organic tomatoes are the best one. They're not. The best tomatoes are natural tomatoes, and I have a lot of them in my mother's house. Real, natural tomatoes. Same in my village also. I got 2 villages.
Move out.
Where brother and sister from my grandma live. And my wife also has a very good village on a mountain. You don't know how good those fruits and vegetables are on a mountain. It's like 800 meters, 1000 meters above sea level. And it's full with water, the entire mountain. And things that grow over there, fucking amazing, man. Amazing. Everything. Cucumbers, watermelons, tomatoes, potatoes, onion, garlic. I'm gonna show you something from the village. I want you to see this. Because I got a lot of stuff from the village. I'm gonna show you how the real onion looks like. Not organic, natural, okay? You use real cow's shit. And I'm not joking around, to fermentize the land. But what is organic? They use real cow's shit to fermentize the land where onions grow. Garlic, excuse me. Garlic. I have onions too, natural onions, but garlic. The thing vampires hate for a reason. Hey, so what's the difference between organic and natural? Organic cows eat bullshit, and they really shit on the fermentized land where onions grow from. Okay, fertilize, it doesn't matter. In my village, cows eat quality grass, quality plants, and then that shit is also quality shit. What it means that quality onion rises from the ground. I'll show you now. Be right back in a second. Beži tamo je Luka Nito da vas. Beži. Beži. One little second. This is how it looks like. These are real, or better to say, this is real garlic. This is how it looks like. Alright? This is how it looks like. When you go to the stores and buy something that's organic, you eat shit, okay? It's just organic, it's better than plastic. This is natural, alright? Look at it very well. It's fucking natural. Do you know what happens when you eat this onion? Vampires die when you eat this onion. That's how hot it actually is. And it's also extremely sweet and it's good for health. Okay? And you can't eat a lot. This is like 1 meter of onions. Alright? Full fucking meter of onions. Real ones. That's how it looks like when it's natural. Just so you know. And now, chuti, chuti bre. Now, this is how a real tomato looks like. Okay. How do you know that it's natural? It's ugly. You see this? You can see it on plastic ones and organic ones. Alright? They can also grow fucking big. This is a smaller one. I got way much bigger tomatoes in my house and in my village. Alright? The uglier, you see this? The uglier tomato is, the tastier it gets. When you find an ugly tomato, that means that it's very tasteful and it's a real fruit. When you find those plastic tomatoes, they're fucking veggies. This is fruit. And what you buy in a store, that's a veggie. Kaç hrana, gledan sam. Ej. Za? Za pola čuke. Fruits also, for example. Pears, apples. When it's natural, you pick them up from a tree and you immediately eat it. You do not wash. You do not look what you eat, okay? It's freaking natural. Alright. So, how I like to call it for tomatoes. Tomatoes in stores, those are plastic veggies. Tomatoes that grow in a village. Fresh water, clean living water, on clean living water. Those are fruits. Real fruits. You can eat it like an apple. If you can eat tomato like an apple, and if it's ugly, then it's a real one. And this is only one sort of tomato. I got around 3 or 4 sorts. One of the sorts, if you translate in English, I don't have it now though. I'll have it tomorrow. I'll show you tomorrow the real sort. It's translated in English, it would be called ox heart, or heart of an ox. It's like my head. Tomato is big like my head. I don't joke around. It's for real that big. In my village, you can find everything, yeah. In my vice village also. Those are villages that are separated by 150 kilometers. But you never taste better food, man. Potatoes, for example, they're not yellow, they're orange. And they're sweet. And you don't need salt for potatoes. Also natural potatoes. Beans. Goddamn beans, people. I'll need to show you that sometime also. You never seen a bean like that. It's this. That size of a bean. Like a fucking monster in your plate. Not like that fucking garbage you buy in stores. Or have you heard, you know how watermelons look like? You do. Green outside. Red inside, full with water. Vitamin A, and let's call it fructose, sugar. Do you know that, for example, in my country you have watermelons that are white inside, completely white, and they're even tastier than red melons, watermelons, and so on and so forth. The only thing that's really good here in my country is food. Food is like You don't know if you don't try, if you don't taste. Okay. When I go outside, you know, when I go to different countries and I eat food, it's usually some plastic garbage. People just eat plastic garbage, they don't realize they eat plastic garbage. It just has the same name, but the taste, that's completely different. I got hungry. Very, very fucking hungry. I ate 10 hours ago last time. You will eat good like that in your life, because I got plans to make a ethno village. Okay. A retro ethno village in my country, on a mountain. And I'll make 4, call them like barracks, alright? And I'll announce a website where you can go on a holiday on my mountain where you can eat quality food. And I plan to put a freaking PlayStation 5 in one big room. And when summer comes, we can spend our time over there. And who wants to come, it's welcome. Those are my plans for the future. There's also a big hotel close by. There's a freaking phenomenal restaurant over there. It's just a good life. Is hunting allowed in the wild? Yes, it's allowed on specific places.
You follow.
What's this? As I told you, you know what real food is when you taste it. And then when you try to eat that plastic garbage, man, the difference is like Earth and Moon. That's the difference. Literally. No, I don't listen to that, Iggy. I was raised on metal and rock, so I don't listen to that. I'm a bit different than, call it like 70% of people here.
Move out.
Is it possible that I finally did everything there is? It seems like I did everything there is.
Head on.
Finally. Ah, yeah. What the fuck now? It's proficient with medium armor. Padded armor of focus, concentration checks. Half plate vigor. What do I wear? Mitral. My mitral is light. Light and it's 6. 10 armor class. Constitution. 18 plus 4. I should try, you know, like this. 24 armor class. 22. I don't know why, guys, but I'm extremely, extremely tired today. Since I woke up, I feel tired. I didn't sleep well at all. It caught me up, you know. 20, 30 days in a row. I've been sitting in front of a screen for 15, 16 hours a day. It just caught me up. The melody. Was the most expensive. Oracle Misery. Get back. another light mitral armor. Yay. What about these accessories? What is this? Amulet of Blackened Mirror. We received this. Whenever the wearer of this amulet uses a hex, the DC of the saving throw against it is increased by 1. That's a witch. What do you got? Persuasion. Use a hex. +1 resistance bonus, no saving throws. +2 resistance bonus on saving throws. Saving throws 11, 7, 10, 12, 8, 11. Natural armor +1, +1. It has the weapon finesse. And that allows her to apply dexterity modifier and plus strength damage rolls all unarmed. Monks that want to scale with dexterity instead of strength, very useful. You are also melee. Armor class 12. Armor. Padded armor of focus. He's got light armor. Hey. Put it on the cleric. Give it a shit. Oracle won't get close. It's arranged. Cheap and good is, yeah, extremely cheap, extremely good, extremely strong, extremely hard. Everything is extreme here. Watermelons, potatoes, alcohol. There's not a single thing that is not extreme. T-Bone. Almazan Kitchen. No, I never watched, but I will. I'll check it out. I need to roll all the way up because I missed a lot of things you wrote in chat. I'll check it out. Almazan Kitchen. I'll check it out. Spartayoshi, thanks for the sub, Spartayoshi. When will it be possible and when will I make an ethno village? Benny Luder, thanks for the sub. I'll make ethno village in 2 years from now. That's my plan. 4 smaller houses. Wise Man, thanks for the sub. 4 smaller houses, 1 big house in the middle with PlayStation 5. And a natural fruits and veggies for you to eat the entire day on a freaking mountain. That's my plan for the future. Patazut, thanks for the sub. We'll see if I can do it in 2 years from now, though. I do hope I can. Alex TV, thanks for the sub. Roland, there's nothing better than a house with a huge garden. Not a small garden, a huge one. You know? A huge freaking one. That's life. Not the shit I'm currently in. I'm in a flat, in an apartment, in the middle of a stinky, shitty city. People are fucking mad. Corona bullshit outside. Traffic. I'm sick of it all. Are there girls in Serbia? Most beautiful women in the world. Top 10, I would say. Top 10 countries by most beautiful women in the world. Tomatoes made your big brain in this game. Do you know about the healing properties of tomatoes? I guess no one knows about it, but tomato... Jokes aside, it needs to be natural though. Not a regular one, natural. Okay. Tomatoes are used in alchemy and in natural medicine for like thousands of years, and a lot of people don't know the fact. When you have a natural tomato and you slice it, and if an insect bites you or a snake or whatever, you cut off a small piece of a tomato and you put it on your wound. It extracts all the poison out of it in the matter of seconds. It's like the ultimate healing thing that exists. Now imagine what it does inside of your body when you eat it. When will I stop? Soon, I hope. When I leave the city. Am I on a lockdown? No, no. They're afraid to do a lockdown here because there would be riots and the country would burn. They're freaking afraid of doing that. Everyone is mental here. They can't do it. And they know it. No lockdowns. Alright. Let's see where we were. I'm so fucking tired. What about these trinkets? What are left? Silver tongue, persuasion. Gave you armor. Have your persuasion. One more armor. One more armor. Who wants armor? You can do it. 18. These two are garbage. Garbage. +1 cold iron. +1 cold iron. +1 flaming. That's actually positive energy. No. Although it's not bad for undead. Bulky pick. Permacrit and they become fatigue. Spells, cold iron, +1 cold damage. Sicken. Negative energy. Baphomet warrior glaive. That's the one. Latent evil within the weapon. Alright. What do you got?
You follow.
Ah, you. Damn, I'm fucking tired. I mixed them up. Buy. Price in descending. Masterwork Spiked Light Shield. Less penalties for this one. You don't have shit, man. That's the highest item you got. Cold Iron Masterwork Spiked Heavy Shield. God damn it, that name. 800. Cold irons, everything is cold iron here. So, what about the bag? Do you got a bag? Bag of holding. Bag of holding. Double jeopardy. +2. Great club. Against the same target on a successful attack, 2d6 additional damage. Painful remorse. 11k. Oh, it's a spiked heavy shield. Just what I want. 11,000. This is what I want. Mary's Wheeler is +2 spike heavy shield. Use it for a shield bash. It behaves like a vicious weapon. Deal an extra 2d6 points of damage to the opponent. 1d6 points of damage to the... 1d6 points damage to the wielder. I fuck your trade off. Flowing scales. 10% chance to miss due to concealment. Daggers, daggers, punching, punching, heavy maces, short spears, javelins, spears, hammers, stark knives, flails, rapiers, warhammers, composites. Why do you got so many? One is enough, motherfucker. Price. Black Dragon Fang, 75,000, plus 3 corrosive. I'm an idiot. A Relentless Assault, plus 3. Nimble Edge, Estak. Wise Whip. Valkata, Jeopardy, Ruse, Blade of Order. Scimitar. Damage roll penalty. Radiant long spear. Energy, positive energy damage. Jinx, Falcon, Bug Crusher. 40 saving throw, suffer additional weapon damage. Light Hammer, Axiomatic. Infused with Lawful. Law Aligned. You deal damage to Chaos. 2d6 points of damage to Chaos. Adamantine full plate, 18,000. God damn you. Dawn of Life. Tower Shield plus 3. When you receive a crit, you're healed for the amount of HP equal to the number of the hit dice. A Rack of Nature. Breastplate plus 2. For natural weapons. Painful Remorse, Amulet of Justice. Ring of Protection plus 2. It's expensive though, 8,000. Mighty Fists, Agile Fists, Gloves of Dueling. Disarm. Full Plates, Warhammers plus 1. Tridents, Spears. He doesn't have a Bag of Holding. And he doesn't have spiked shields. Apprentice Lockpicks. Golden Medallion. Does anyone else sell gear here? Anyone at all? There was a quest with Diran. I'd love to visit Heaven's Edge and see Arandea Estate someday. I was just about to mention it myself. He wants to go back home. You'll enjoy a banquet in a haunted house. I'm obliged to ask your permission to leave for the festivities I want to invite you to. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. Are you really gonna throw a banquet at the very place where your whole family died? Alright, deal. Go to Heaven's Edge. And what with the Inquisitor now? We need to visit Heaven's Edge, Haunted House, the Graveyard. I've talked to Diran about the estate. He's going to celebrate his birthday at Heaven's Edge, so we can go there as guests. It's far from ideal. Thank you nonetheless. Who else sells crap here? Field medic. These are scrolls. Red Salamander is new. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, grants them the ability to cast the following spells: Fireball, Control Fireball, Fire Snake, Hellfire Ray, Firestorm, and Fury Body. To cast the spell, the wearer still needs to have a spell slot of the required level. Scroll Scriber's Specialist Belt. Whenever this belt uses a scroll or a potion, it gives +1 to its caster level. Coin of Protection. Damage reduction 5 for 1 minute once per day. Bookworm Headband. Intelligence +2. Immunity to all compulsion effects. However, it receives -2 to Charisma and -3 on Persuasion. Cape of Pest Control. Damage reduction 5 against all swarm attacks. But yeah, it's getting expensive as fuck. True. You need to pick what you wanna buy. You don't have enough money. +5 competence bonus in all perception and trickery skill checks. That's so fucking good. If you wanna spot everything there is in this game, this is the way to go. No secrets left behind. It seems like this is the way to go. Immediately. Because we don't want to miss things when we play. Okay, so highest perception. The highest perception that you can get, you go for it. I know it won't mean shit in battle. But it means for exploration. I hate missing stuff. So this is the way. Fucking expensive though. Resistance +3. Alluring Charisma. Wisdom. We need all of those. Well, that's why I keep all of this shit. That's why I keep all of that. Item scrolls. Deal. Who's got the highest perception? Man, a fucking dark perception. 10, 7, 14, 15, 14. Len. Look what I got for you, Len. How come you don't get a bonus out of 5? 15. If you give +5, how are you on 19 and not on 20? Because of the owl? But it's still the highest I can get. And I think it's because of the owl. It doesn't stack perception. Wisdom and charisma is 4,000. I'm using wisdom. Cleric is using wisdom. This idiot uses charisma. Witch is using charisma. This is high intelligence. High intelligence. High wisdom. High charisma. In other words, we need both. Price descending. Alluring charisma, alluring wisdom. Deal. I'm still on 15,000. It's fine, I guess. It's a good trade-off. Now, what do I got? I got damage reduction on melee. Or I can get more spells. I would remain at tank. Charisma, 20 + 5. 22 + 6. Wisdom. 21 + 5. Save it. Spellbook. I will receive new slots. One new slot. Some dreams. I need to buy a spiked shield. Mine is only masterwork, but it's not cold iron. Indeed.
Onwards!
Blacksmith. Masterwork spiked light shield. You got a heavy shield. Cold iron, masterwork spiked heavy shield. Deal. It counts as a weapon. Yeah. 1d6 plus 2. Cold iron became slashing instead of piercing. This one is piercing when it's not cold iron. When it's cold iron, then it's slashing. Funny. Cold iron, master respected heavy shield. This is master respected heavy shield. What was... that's the... Seems like that's it. Let's see the map. I wanna see the map.
Move out!
Oh, it's not you. And wisdom damage. Bah. Let's see what we're dealing with. And it's gonna be it for today. And my dinner is ready. Don't wanna make a pause. I've been playing for 8 hours just to check the map. West Selen River. Demon Army. Demon Army. Now we're gonna play Heroes of Might and Magic, seems like. The Crusade is starting out. You can now control armies on the global map. Winning battles against demon forces will provide you with a number of benefits, such as resources to help your economy, relics. Capturing relics, capture enemy fortifications that previously blocked. We're gonna play Heroes of Might and Magic. I wonder how they made this. Enemy armies differ in their strength, which is displayed as number next to the army's name. Hovering over the enemy's army, you can learn more about its composition and the reward it is guarding. You can switch between your party management and army command modes by clicking the banners at the top of the screen. Red and blue. In army command mode, you can select armies by either using the panel on the left or clicking the figures on the map. Much like your party armies use rows to move around the map. To move an army, must spend movement points, which can be restored by resting for 1 day. Play a bit of Heroes of Might and Magic, eh? Chili Creek. Nameless Ruins. Demon Armies. Heaven's Edge. Dresden. Dresden is the main objective. Let me see the map. The lake. Lost in the sun. Petrified Library. Stone Wilds. Fucking hell, the size of this map. Oh, look, there's a sword. They made this game so fucking good. They really did. It's just amazing. I'm so fucking sorry I can't play anymore. I literally am, but I need to fucking sleep. I need to rest. I ran out of fuel. Winged wood. Grey road. Light close to the sun. Mendev. Kenabres. We can visit Kenabres back. For real, we can go back to Kenabres. There's gotta be traders in Kenabres. And there might be the other side of the city unlocked. This is the closest thing. Companion quest. Silas quest. And all of these freaking stupid armies. I can't wait tomorrow. I don't wanna build any tension now. I can't wait for freaking tomorrow. But for today I'm done. Guys, I wake up tomorrow. I need to get out and buy some things outside also. That's gonna take me like 2 or 3 hours. And then my mother will arrive. So I'll start around 2 p.m. Now it's 12. 14 hours from now is the next stream. Similar as today, but it's gonna be way much longer than today. Because I wanna have a good sleep. People, thanks for watching. I wish you all good night. And I'll be seeing you back very, very soon. See you soon.